Your mind has to seek discomfort. It has to seek these difficult tasks. You have to enjoy it. And you have to figure out a way to make your mind enjoy those things. And some people it comes easy and some people it doesn't. Some people it takes a long time.
Struggle sucks.
Depends on how you frame it. If you want freedom in your life, you have to have discipline. Move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better. And the next challenge, you're gonna be more prepared for.
My name is Brian Beard. I am the race director for the Lion King Backyard Ultra here in Rolla, Missouri. I've been running for a long time. I ran track in high school. I did cross country and football. And as I progressed through life, I found that the further I am from a start line, the closer I am to the people around me. And as an adult, running has become my medication to making me feel more like myself, to relieving anxiety, to just be able to get a good start on the day and to defrag my mind. So you can probably see a lot of these running books behind me. I got a lot of them. I'm a big fan of Dean Karnassus. He's probably my favorite running author. You got some over there from Cam Hanes and both of David Goggins' books as well. But yeah, running's become a big part of my life, and it's something that I've come to really enjoy. Having my morning medicine for all you runners out there, you know what I'm talking about. And I got into endurance ultra running a couple of years ago. I did my first ultra in September of 23, and it kind of opened up a part of my mind and a passion that I didn't know was there. It unlocked this box of what am I capable of? How far could I go? And I've never been the fastest. I mean, I've got some medals and stuff early on in track, but I've never been the fastest guy. I was never a sprinter, but I always felt like if I had an opportunity to go against other people in a distance race where there really wasn't a finish line and we could just keep going, then maybe I could outlast other people, but maybe not so much outrun them in a foot race speed-wise. So after doing some digging, I found the Lion's Roar in Columbia, which I ran last year, but I kept looking for ways I could take this further. And I found Big's Backyard Ultra in Tennessee. And he came up with this model for the Backyard Ultra race. And it's a 4.167 mile loop that you have to do continuously every hour on the hour. And the idea behind the 4.167 mile loop is at the 24-hour mark, you eclipse 100 miles, which is a giant milestone for runners in the ultra community. But it takes a lot to be able to get into Big's Backyard Ultra Championship. You have to be an absolute animal. So I was trying to find a way to bring something like that local to Rolla, local to Missouri, because we don't have a true backyard here, or we didn't until 2024 when we first did the Backyard Ultra. And we were super fortunate our first year. We had two absolute animals. One being the guy who got first place at the race that I ran in September of 23, the Declue Loops 50K, Connor Sprick. He annihilated the field. You'd have to look at ultrasignup.com to see how the results turned out, but yeah, Connor's an absolute beast and he killed in that race. Way ahead of everybody. It was 90 some degrees at the end of September. It cooked me super fast. I was still one of the finishers. We had like half the field DNF. But I actually messaged Connor and I said, hey, if you want to come out to a race, we're doing a actual backyard here in Missouri and we'd love to have you be a part of it. and he accepted the invitation. And so we ended up getting somebody that we knew was going to put out. And then we had our champion of last year sign up, Brian, and I saw that Brian Smith had done many races before that, and he was used to winning all his other races, and we knew if we could get these two titans together, that it would collide and make for an epic race. And we were super fortunate to have our inaugural race go beyond the 24-hour mark, all the way up to 28 hours. Brian ran 116 miles, Connor did 112. It was freaking epic, man. Leading up to the race this year, we had 28 people sign up. And as a race director, the last thing that you want to do is change anything with the course, with the time, with the day, when it comes to what the runners have been preparing for. A lot of these guys I know have been training for this race since last year. Some of them have been training for other ultras, for more than a year, and this is the race that they were going to put out at. So whenever I had to send out the email, because there was going to be an absolute dump of water and lightning and high winds and just an environment you didn't want to have people in, it absolutely broke my heart. I did not want to have to send out that email. But I'm on a forum with a bunch of other race directors, and I ask, guys who've been doing this for decades, and they're like, you have to change the start time. Because how bad would it be to have these guys who've been training go out and start the race at 7 a.m. and then by noon they have to stop? There's a few people who would be okay with that because they only wanted to run 3-4 miles or 3-4 laps, but we had to do what we had to do, and the race ended up starting at 5 p.m. The lightning was over, but we started in the wind, in the rain, in the cold. For the winner of the Backyard Ultra today, it's probably going to be tomorrow or the day after, there's only one buckle. There's only one buckle, there's only one king or queen. So the last person to finish, last person standing, is the winner of the race. They will be the Lion King. The loop, it starts right here. This is the corral, right next to the sponsored sign. That first yellow line of the crosswalk, furthest to my right, is the start line. So everybody will start behind that line. On the command go, you guys are going to go around the pond. I'm going to pause for a second. Raise your hand if you were here running last year. All right, we've got quite a few people. So if you think you're lost, hang close to Sam right here. You'll probably be quick on that first lap. But you're going to go around the pond on the pavement. The pavement turns into about 50 feet of gravel, and then it hits the sidewalk of the lake. And you're going to follow this sidewalk up. When you hit the sidewalk, you're going to go down the hill. You'll see cones and arrows. You'll go out of the park. There'll be an arrow pointing to the left. You're going to cross the street. There'll be a road guard there with a vest on. You shouldn't miss that at all. You'll follow the trail down. There'll be another road you cross where there'll be another road guard with signs. And then the 2 mile mark is the turnaround mark. There's a cone there. You got to go past that cone, turn around, come back. By the time you get here and you run the interior sidewalk, when you get back the same way back, but when you come back, you're going to hit the sidewalk of the pond. That inner sidewalk that goes around the pond is a little bit further distance than staying on the pavement because it kind of cuts a figure 8 in the middle. And then that last little distance from the end of the sidewalk, when you circle, you're going to come back on the pavement and across the finish line. And that's going to get you that extra 1.67. 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Jackson. And I'm sure it was no fun, but it added an extra element of, what are you capable of? What can you endure? And as far as the word endure goes, that's what this race was all about. It was about enduring and endurance. By 10 p.m., the rain started to get harder. We lost very few people in the field. 5 hours in, we still had the majority of our field. Getting into the early hours at 2, 3 o'clock in the mornings, the wind picked up like crazy. We had a brand new canopy at our halfway mark, at the 2 mile mark. The wind picked up the canopy, it blew it across the road and smacked it into a light pole and just annihilated a very, well-built, very expensive canopy. And during this entire time, these guys are out there running. The runners of the 2025 Lion King Backyard Ultra are out there putting their heart and soul into this race and coming back with wet feet. I can't imagine what everybody's feet look like. But race went on. By the time the sun came up, we had 5 people hit the actual trail because we had to start on the alternate route. We started on the concrete route, which nobody was looking forward to. Anybody who signs up to do a trail race wants to run through the beautiful, serene cedar trees. They want to see the squirrel and the deer and the meadow that you run downhill to when you're at the halfway mark and go hit that other cedar grove. We know that's what everyone signed up for, and we weren't able to deliver on that because of the weather, which sucked. But a handful of people made it. So we had 5 people start on the trail at the 12th hour, 10th hour, and fell off pretty quick from there. Lost a couple guys at 12, lost a couple guys at 13. We had a couple of runners who were here last year that in our minds were kind of maybe favored to win this race. Sam Arnold, who did just over 100K last year, and Marshall Talley, who did over 100K last year. But Marshall did an extra lap beyond last year, and Sam did the same thing, it was right around 70 miles. And then we were down to 3. We had Dylan, Steve, and Ellison. And man, Dylan was looking good. Dylan was going up to the start line, he was squatting down, he was jumping, he was kind of boxing the air, and we're like, holy cow. Dylan's been out here for 15 hours, and he looks like he's about to start a 5K. Like the dude just had all the energy in the world. So we're all looking at Dylan like, okay, Dylan's definitely gonna win. Is it gonna be Elijah, or is it gonna be Steve that takes Dylan out? And Dylan, unfortunately, did one more lap, and he had to bounce after lap, I think 16 or 17. And we were left with Steve and Ellison. And they went out and they hit lap 18 together. I thought both of them looked pretty great. But before the start of lap 19, Steve comes up to me and he's like, I'm done. I'm done. We did a little interview with him. His legs were toast, his feet were good, but his legs were just toasted and he didn't want to do another lap. This was his first ultra ever, and he ended up being the assist, giving the championship to Ellison, but Ellison still had to run that additional lap. So Ellison ran lap 19, looked great the whole way, came back, his family was waiting for him at the finish line. We played I'm the Man at the finish line. He's celebrating with that whole moment right there was what this race is all about. Him coming there after putting everything on the line. I mean, he showed up, he was expecting to run at 7 a.m. Saturday morning, and then what was it, like around noon on Sunday, he's celebrating, singing I'm the Man, gets the crown put on him, holds up the belt buckle, and becomes the Lion King Backyard Champion of 2025. You know, we wish that we could change the way that the race worked out. We probably would have had more people at the start line. We lost some because they couldn't start that late. But everything happens for a reason, and I'm really, really glad that everybody showed up, put their heart and soul into it, and made 2025 a fantastic year to be a part of this race, and one for the history books, because the weather did not let up most of the time we were out there.
All right, so we're kind of sitting into the nighttime for the course. How does that feel for you?
Feels good. Yeah, having some broth.
Are you normally a nighttime runner or a daytime runner?
Whatever the need is.
Okay. How many of these ultramarathons have you done before?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
How many laps do you think you're gonna put in on this one?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
It depends where the nights and days take us.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask again in about 5 laps. And
Amazing.
We'll see. So you just finished an incredible lap there. What's your secret to that? Because we're in lap 5 now.
I don't know. I just train Yeah, do 20-mile runs at 8-minute pace, so
Yeah, and that's I was told you do that pretty consistently, huh?
yeah, just try to find a consistent pace and just stick with it.
So what made you decide that like 8's that key number for you?
8, well, that's what I do in training, but I was doing about 10 right there.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
a little bit slower, you know, try to.
No, that's still consistent pace though, you know, that's giving you like a 20-minute downtime. Do you think that helps kind of with that recovery for the next pace?
I would probably go a little slower if it was dry out, but with it being wet, I'm trying to get changed and put, you know, a bunch of anti-chafing stuff on, so that's
Gotcha.
kind of the strategy there.
No, I felt that first lap, just because I had my big jacket on and everything, and I soaked through like 3 layers, and I was like, no, I'm walking back. I'm done now. I'm gonna go change.
Yeah, so.
No,
we'll see.
Alrighty, so you just ran an extensive amount of miles. What was your finish total?
So officially 54.2, but I ran to like 56. I just had to, traversed to 56, I suppose. My last mile, I moved. I guess, it took me 25 minutes to get to.
No, I feel that. It's cold, it's been raining, winds have been up. I mean, everything's been against you guys, but you guys have still made it at least this far.
Oh yeah.
What was kind of that motivating factor to kind of push past all that to get to Sunrise?
I mean, I just wanted to keep going, just push past my limits, and then also like it's been absolutely amazing getting to meet all the people who have been running here. So that's been really cool.
Absolutely. Well, I hope to see you again next year, and hopefully you get double the amount of time. I appreciate you coming
Thank
in.
you. I appreciate you too.